G'day and welcome back. Okay, this is an introduction to the CCNP Enterprise Advanced Routing Netacad course. It maps out to the Cisco exam 300-410, and this is just a brief introduction video to the new series, and we'll be doing things a little different in this series. For starters, the course curriculum is actually in a textbook which is published by Cisco Press. So this is the official certification guide, and you can buy this via ciscopress.com or your local bookstore or amazon.com, whatever you wish to purchase it through. Now, in the CCNA courses, the curriculum was web-based through the Netacad site. With the latest version of the CCNP coursework, they've only got quizzes and chapter quizzes. So your chapter exams, just like your CCNA, grouping multiple chapters together and giving an overall exam on multiple chapters, and lab resources are online. The rest of it is based out of the certification guide. So there's a bit of a change here. So the PowerPoint presentations and that are standard issue from the Netacad course, and as usual they're death by PowerPoint. So they're a lot of information. So we'll be changing how we present this course. So the book has 24 chapters in total, but the last chapter is about tips and tricks and studying for your exam. So the actual course content, there's 23 chapters, and the topics that we'll be covering over those chapters is IPv4 and IPv6 addressing and routing concepts, a routing protocol EIGRP, which used to be taught in CCNA but is now in here, OSPF version 1 to version 3, BGP, Border Gateway Protocol, route maps and policy-based routing, which is an expansion on what ACLs are in your CCNA courses. Redistribution is where we inject different routing protocol information into different sessions. MPLS, so our layer 3 VPNs, our dynamic VPNs. So we'll be looking at different types of VPNs. We'll have another look at ACLs for those, both version 4 and version 6 of IP. And as I said, there's multiple ways of using filters now. So when we're looking in advanced routing, we want to control traffic a lot better. So we use access control lists to do a lot more things, and this allows us to control that traffic flow throughout the network. Infrastructure security and services, cybersecurity and network security is very big in industry at the moment. So of course we're going to have a look at that as we go through. as I said, we're going to be doing the presentations a little bit differently in this series. Now, with the CCNA series, I did that as a lecture presentation. So we basically just went through it like I would in a lecture room. But as this one I'm purely doing for a different system of presentation, I'm going to break down each chapter into smaller sections, which will create shorter videos and will cover less topics per video, but they will be grouped together. So for example, chapter 1, the standard PowerPoint package has 77 slides, so I'll probably break that down to around the 20-25 slides per video, and this will allow us to just concentrate on one or two subtopics per chapter in each video. And I'll do lab videos in the same series. So with the CCNA courses, I recorded all the theory presentations and then did a lab series separate to it. So this one will be all of it in the one series. So I'll go through the theory for each chapter, and then I'll do the corresponding lab sessions for each chapter. And once again, I'll be completing most of this within Packet Tracer, because that is the recommended application if you can't get your hands on live equipment. So that's where it'll be. Now I'm waiting on some brand new equipment for the college, and once I get that set up, I'll have fully remote systems into the college equipment, and I'll start potentially cutting across to doing some of that remotely in this series. So that's the approach I'm going to be using throughout this series of videos and presentations. Hope you find them useful, and let us begin.